I'm Reese Stein at your leisure along the way in central Vermont at one of the birthplaces of America, a wilderness mount that played a critical role in the successful fight for independence.
The heavily forested peninsula juts into the southern tip of Lake Champlain. Along with Fort Ticonderoga, just a scant quarter-mile across the strait, Mount Independence stands square in the path of a British invasion of the Hudson Valley. In the fall of 1776, 13,000 American troops and militia occupied this hill. 28 cannons rimmed the northern crest. Long gone, a star-shaped fort dominated this open high ground. In one corner, the remains of the fort well. After the war, the land was farmed or left wild to become Mount Independence State Park, one of the best preserved sites from the Revolutionary War, a unique mashup of history and nature. A small visitor center museum features oversized sculptures of soldiers describing firsthand their time here, a 3,000-pound cannon barrel from the 16th century, and salvaged timbers from the Great Bridge that spanned the narrow neck to Fort Ticonderoga. 6 miles of easy walking trails penetrate the dense forest, with glimpses of the lake, passing stone ruins of soldier huts, blockhouses, storehouses, and battery defenses. Interpretive signs along the way describe what was once here. A boardwalk protects the site of the 250-foot-long, 2-story American hospital.
Well, I love history. I love American history, and I never knew about this place. It is an amazing thing to see, and it's a beautiful part of Vermont, and I learned a lot about what happened around Fort Ticonderoga and this area during the Revolutionary War.
This loop trail ends at the site of a bridge crossing to Fort Ticonderoga, and on a hill a monument marks the place where on July 18, 1776, American troops here first got word of the Declaration of Independence, giving the site its name.
I would come here just for the walk, because I love walking through forests that are different than the forests I'm used to.
Vermont reveres its history. In 1947, the state restored this 1830s-era house and barn, the first of many acquisitions in what is now the Calvin Coolidge Historic Site. The house where our 30th president was born is furnished just as it was when he took the oath of office after the unexpected death of President Warren G. Harding. The state has acquired most of the village of Plymouth Notch, including Coolidge family homes, an 1840 church, an 1890 schoolhouse and cheese factory, and his father's perfectly recreated store where the future president worked as a boy. The Coolidge homestead is an interactive site where young Jude gets a lesson in 19th century apple coring.
Oh, like that.
And the kids use an ancient press to turn fruit into cider.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yum.
Wagon rides are a favorite way to experience the flavor of this historic treasure. Fall is, of course, the best time to visit Vermont, with its incredible tapestry of reds, oranges, and yellows. Iconic covered bridges harken back to New England's horse and buggy days. And of course, no trip to Vermont would be complete without a stop at maybe America's most famous ice cream stand. We visited last fall. Check for any current pandemic travel restrictions. Reese Stein with Marianne along the way in Vermont.